excitement, the emotion, the passion, epic highlights,
one-handed catch,
inspirational stories, unrivaled coverage. This is Academy Sports and Outdoors H-Town High School Sports. Here's your host, Todd Freed.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Academy Sports and Outdoors, H-Town High School Sports, on another big week in the district basketball races. First up, first place was on the line in Fort Bend ISD's District 21 6A race between the Clemens Rangers and the Elkins Knights.
Clemens looking to go 4-0 in district. Looking on was Rockets legend Hakeem Olajuwon, and he liked what he saw. His son, junior Malik Olajuwon, nifty drive and the bucket. Then for Clemens, Ethan Rayner to freshman Michael Palouse for three deep in the corner. That was nice. Elkins now, Miles Allen with the pretty three-pointer, and that one is good. Game tied at 16. Rangers come right back. Olajuwon races in for the slam. Then from outside, it's Olajuwon again with the off-balance three. That is nice. Final seconds of the half on defense. Jordan Ugachukwu with the rejection. 29-18 Clemens at half. In the third quarter for Elkins, Allen will take it for three. It's up and in. But back the other way, it's Olajuwon again with the tough three-pointer. Hits it. He had 24 points. Then it's Rayner to Palouse, who gets fouled and counted. Palouse scored 13. Knights trying to come back. Here's Miles Allen. Nice move, up and in. But Clemens stayed in control. Sophomore Ryder Murray Thorne for three. Clemens wins 51-43 to go 4-0 in district. Packed house on hand for North Shore at Summer Creek. District 23 6A. Mustangs, Jorge Pacheco, nifty crossover, and then hits the shot. Off the turnover for the Mustangs. DeMarcus Sloan up to Sean Mayberry for the dunk. Final seconds of the first quarter. LaDamian Freeze beats the buzzer for three. It's good. 18-7 North Shore. In the second quarter, Pacheco to Sam Walker for the rim-shaking slam. Wow. Then LaDamian DeFreeze, 360 spin. How about that bucket? For Summer Creek, Cam Martin to Jules Keelan, and he dunks it. 30-20 North Shore. Then Reggie Rideau goes behind the back, spins, gets fouled, and the goaltending counted. Final seconds of the half. Off the miss, Walker with the emphatic slam. That ends the half. 41-26 North Shore. In the third, Bulldogs, Devin Moore for three, cuts it to 45-37. But for the Mustangs, off the turnover, Dylan Colbert with the jam. He scored 12 points. Then Rashad Williams up to Walker, and that's another slam. He had 14 points. North Shore wins 71-60. They're 20-5 and 4-1 in district. Iowa Colony hosting Friendswood. Big game, District 25A. Pioneers early on. Bryson Baxter hits a three. Back for the Mustangs. Blake Tillman with the 360 spin, lays it up and in. What a night for Keshav Vijay Kamar. Hits the three here. He was just getting warmed up. Then Vijay again with the long three-pointer, and it's good. Final seconds of the first half. Vijay, with the defender all over him, puts it up, and it goes. He had 18 in the first half, 35-0 Mustangs. In the third quarter, more Vijay in the corner, hits a three. Then it's Vijay again. He launches it, it's good. Keshav Vijay Kamar had 37 points. Mustangs win 67-30. They're 21-7 and 4-1 in district.
So far, so good for the Madison Marlins, who carried a 7-0 record in District 21 5A play, entering Friday night's matchup against a Westbury team that was one game back in the district standings.
There's District 21 5A frontrunner Madison. Early on for Westbury, Ibrahim Aleem hits a nice three-pointer, but Madison took control. Off the steal, Byron Loving up to Anthony Avalos, and Anthony puts it away. Then it's Byron Loving again, this time for three in the corner, and it's good. More Marlins, Davion Williams to Avalos, and he gets the jam. 20-7 Madison. Then for the Marlins, Broderick Flowers takes it, and he hits a three. Off of the miss now. Check out Anthony Avalos. Follow up, slam. Wow. 45-28 Madison at half. In the third for Westbury, Aleem through traffic. That was nice. But the Marlins stayed in command. Avalos, easy dunk. Marlins win 86-66. They're 17-5 and 8-0 in district. Memorial Mustang students all pumped up. And so were these guys, the rival Stratford Spartans. Great crowd. First quarter for Stratford. C.J. Williams hits a three. Back for the Mustangs. It's going to be Halen Hines who takes it for three, and that shot is good. Back and forth it went. In the third quarter for Stratford, Kobe Hines drives, gets fouled, and counted. Back for the Mustangs. Jack Floyd takes it. He hits a three. Memorial up 25-23. Back the other way, Kobe Hines. What a dribble. Step back three, and it goes. 35-25 Stratford. Mustangs cut the gap. Jackson Sletton will take it. The three-pointer is good. Then for the Mustangs, it's Halen Hines for three more. Back in the corner, and he hits it. 35-33 Stratford. But the Spartans come on. Trent Burke for three, and that one is good. Then Hines had a big night. Here, the pickpocket steal, and he goes all the way. You can't catch up with Hines. Up and in. Game in hand late. Williams with the alley-oop to Trent Burke. How about that? Fans loved it. Stratford wins 49-37. They're 3-2 in district in the thick of the playoff chase.
In girls basketball, a powerhouse matchup featured a matchup between the state's number 5 ranked Dawson Eagles, our team of the week on last week's show, and the state's number 6 ranked Manville Mavericks.
Manville all set for the big district showdown. They beat Dawson in their first meeting. First quarter, Dawson fast break. Kendall Ford takes it and lays it up and in. More Dawson. Journey Lovett loves this one. She hits a three-pointer, 16-8, Dawson after one. Then for the Lady Eagles, Faith Etienne for three. Dawson up 30-16 at half in the third quarter. More Eagles. Here's Etienne again. She'll drive, get fouled, and count it. 44-33 Dawson after three. In the fourth, here comes Manville. Kaylee Guidry drives, pulls up, and scores. They're within 5, 48-43. Then Kiana LaCour steals it on the break to Kaylee Guidry. That cuts the lead to 1, 3 minutes to play. But Dawson answers. Aubriana Howard in the corner and a huge three-pointer. Then for the Eagles, Kendall Ford will take it to Mia Barry for two, and Dawson wins 54-50. They're 26-2 and 8-1 in district.
Back among the boys, it was a monumental night earlier this week for Fort Bend Marshall head coach Ronnie Courtney, who secured a remarkable 800th career victory. Ronnie Courtney is our Academy Sports and Outdoors Coach of the Week.
This was Coach Ronnie Courtney back in 2001, leading his Willow Ridge Eagles to back-to-back state championships while going 75-1 over that two-season span. Flash forward 25 years, and just this week, Coach Courtney chalked up a monumental 800 career victories on the high school hardwood.
It's very special knowing that all the guys that I've touched in my career to help me get to this milestone. It means a lot to me to know that I was able to accomplish something of this magnitude.
Along with his 2 state championships at Willow Ridge, Courtney guided Fort Bend Bush to a state championship in 2010. In his 6 seasons here at Marshall, he owns a lofty 164-30 record, recording his 700th career victory with the Buffs back in 2023.
What do you attribute that type of continued success year after year after year?
It's the standards that I've set. My standards are set. I don't deviate from my standards. We're going to play tough defense. We're going to run my offensive sets, and we're going to be disciplined.
Over the years, Courtney has coached a litany of great players who've gone on to collegiate and even NBA careers. In retrospect, the catalyst of it all goes back to those Willow Ridge Eagles.
Favorite players along the way?
I got to start with TJ Ford. That guy was instrumental in me being where I am today. That whole group of guys were very instrumental in where I am today because they set the standard for me and set the tone for how we want to play basketball here in Houston.
So with 800 victories and going strong for a perennial powerhouse, the question now looms.
Are we going to go for 900 now?
That's been the question. As long as God keeps waking me up in my right mind and I can still come here and work, I can get to 900.
Up ahead, state number 1 Seven Lakes remains undefeated. Also, we'll have a special tribute on Katy Tigers coaching legend Mike Johnston. And later, we're joined by the guru of the high school hardwood.
You can't guard me. You need a break to L tonight. Do you need a break?
Ben, your mom called. Looks like you're stuck with us tonight.
Let's go! Give me that shred.
And we are here on campus at Randall High, along with the Crusaders, along with the Chargers, with the SBC champion Knights, with the state champions. I'm joined by several of the local bankers from Stellar Bank.
Congratulations on your district championship.
Congratulations on making the state tournament.
This week's Stellar Bank's Team of the Week.
The Stellar Bank Team of the Week.
Present to you the Stellar Bank Team of the Week.
Team up with Stellar Bank. We're on a mission to help you and our community thrive.
You can't guard me. You need a break to L tonight. Do you need a break?
Ben, your mom called. Looks like you're stuck with us tonight.
Let's go! Give me that shred.
Signing autographs along courtside. Not bad for a high school senior, but Milby High School's Juwan McClellan was certainly the star attraction in the Buffs' championship victory in the National Division of the Academy National Invitational.
Good players step up in big games, and he really did it. He did it all tournament long, but he really stepped up tonight, didn't he? I mean, he's a very special kid. It's a very special player.
And it truly was a special performance by Juwan in the tournament final, where he outdueled fellow Pac-10 signee Josh Shipp of Fairfax High School. Juwan scored 25 points and hauled in 13 rebounds in the Buffs' decisive 80-53 victory.
They're a great team, but I wanted to come out here and prove something. They had a key guy going to UCLA. I'm going to Arizona, so I wanted to prove to him that I'm the better man. And we came out here and we proved to them that we're the better team. We didn't know we were going to, blow them out like this, but it's great. We had a lot of fun out here, and once the intensity kept going, we just picked it up.
That was Milby's Juwan McClellan back in 2004, a driving force for the 39-0 and undefeated state champion Milby Buffs, who also were ranked number 1 nationally in that remarkable season. Hey, the state's number 1 team these days, and also nationally ranked, is Katy ISD's Seven Lakes Spartans. Seven Lakes owned a 24-0 record, entering its district matchup this week against the rival Cinco Ranch Cougars.
Their Seven Lakes have been unbeatable all season. Cinco Ranch looking for the upset, but it was all Seven Lakes. Early on, Jose Martins for 3, and that's good. Then, for the Spartans, Nasir Price will take it, and Price launches a 3 and drills it. He's having fun, and so is the packed house at Seven Lakes. Spartans again. Martins on the break. Nice pass. Sean Mosagwa for the bucket and the foul. Count it. Cinco Ranch now. Marquis Davis. Nice one-handed floater, but it's 22-4 Seven Lakes. Still in the first half. Isaiah Santos in the corner, and he knocks down the 3. More Spartans. Martins this time gets the loose ball to Santos, and that's an easy slam. Cinco Ranch now back the other way. Eli Fontenot for three in the corner, and he hits it. But it was all Seven Lakes. Here's Alex Tihan, who takes it, and Alex will go all the way for the jam. 49-15 at half. In the third quarter, more Spartans. Price to James Bradshaw for three, hits it. 86-41 the final. Seven Lakes goes to 25-0 on the season.
In football news this week, the Katy community is mourning the passing of former Tigers football coach Mike Johnston. It's been 23 years since his retirement after winning a third state championship. But Coach Johnston's legacy holds a truly special place in the storied history of Katy Tigers football.
It was a glorious scene back in 2003 as Mike Johnston closed out his illustrious career at Katy by leading the Tigers to an epic upset victory over South Lake Carroll in the state championship final.
To sit there and be the underdog, to a great South Lake Carroll team, and we're right in the middle of their heyday and stuff, and to be able to pull that game off was very big, and he was very emotional about it and stuff, because kind of epitomized what all he believed in is playing hard and being tough and being able to take care of the football.
Taking Katy football to 3 state championship victories and 5 state finals in 22 seasons, while totally transforming a longtime struggling program to a perennial statewide powerhouse. Current Tigers head coach Gary Joseph, now a 5-time state champion head coach at Katy, was an assistant under Johnston for 22 years.
He was a big part of this community. He was one of those guys, great Christian man, guy that had great work ethic and really sat there and helped set the tone for Katy High School football.
Coach Johnston's legacy extends well beyond the wins and championships. From Katy ISD Athletic Director Lance Carter, Coach Johnston leaves behind a legacy that shaped generations of athletes and a community he loved. He was more than a coach. He was a mentor, leader, and great man whose impact will never be forgotten.
People in Katy, love Mike, because Mike was very opinionated, but Mike was also one of those guys that blood red too and things, and he was very, very pro Katy, and he loved the people.
Johnston's name lives on here at Mike Johnston Field at Katy ISD's Legacy Stadium, and legacy is unquestionably synonymous with this beloved Tigers coaching legend, the late and great Mike Johnston.
I will add that the post-game celebration with Coach Johnston being carted off by his players in his final game while winning an epic state championship was one of the most celebratory sports moments I've had the honor of witnessing in person. It was the stuff legends and even movies are made of. Mike Johnston was 78 years old. We'll be right back.
You can't guard me. You need a break to L tonight. Do you need a break? Come on.
Ben! Your mom called. Looks like you're stuck with us tonight.
Let's go! Give me that shred.
Hi, we're the Andersons. We switched to Rhythm Energy's Power Shift plan to get the lowest daytime energy rate in Texas. The savings?
An absolute shift load.
Pete, our daughter should hear about this shift. There's up to 20 hours a day when electricity is super cheap.
So we shifted when we run the dishwasher, do the laundry, blast the AC, and when we saw the savings, holy S-H-I...
She's 8, Pete. She can spell. Switch to Rhythm Energy's Power Shift plan to get the lowest daytime energy rate in Texas. Go to rhythmenergy.com/shift to start saving.
And shift yourself. You can't guard me. You need a break to L tonight. Do you need a break? Come on.
Ben! Your mom called. Looks like you're stuck with us tonight.
Let's go! Give me that shred.
Welcome back to Academy Sports and Outdoors, H-Town High School Sports, as we welcome in the guru of the high school hardwood, Jim Hicks of RCS Sports. Jim, earlier in the show, we saw Ronnie Courtney gets career win 800. How amazing is that?
I mean, it's very amazing, man. Ronnie Courtney, of course, is only 2 other active coaches that has more wins than Ronnie Courtney. Of course, that's Greg Wise, who's closing in on 1,000, and of course, David Green over at Beaumont United.
Yeah, it's pretty special. We also saw in our fantastic flashback celebrating 25 years, Jawan McClellan What do you remember most about that Milby team from 2004?
Well, a couple of things. Number one, they did everything together. Coach Jimmy Duffel, that was his first year, a rookie head coach, led the team to undefeated state title. And Jawan, I'm telling you, man, you can't talk much about Jawan McClellan without tearing up, because you get to thinking about his father, the late, great George McClellan.
All right. And he's now a policeman, Jawan was.
Protecting and serving.
All right. Don't mess with Jawan. Right now, the here and now. We've talked about 6A, 5A the last couple of weeks. We got some great 4A teams, especially in HISD.
Yeah, one district packs three of them right together, and that's Wheatley, Yates, and of course, Booker T. Washington, that is. I'm gonna tell you, start with Booker T. Jermaine Bird is doing a spectacular job. He's a first-year coach. He has Braylon Pete, Caden Barnes, and Larry Butler. That's his threesome, and they're averaging 14 points a game, each one of those. Over at Yates, they have Dakari Bowden, Aiden Mohammed, and Joshua Wallace, each averaging 16 points apiece, Todd. And last but not least, of course, Wheatley we talked about. They have Herbert Goldsmith, Jeremiah Baston, and sophomore two-sport star Peter Dorsey over there. Man, that's one heck of a district.
Yeah, and they're all state top 10 teams. All right, Hicks Picks. Great week coming up next week. Some of your favorites start with Tuesday night.
Hey, Tuesday night, mark your calendar. Whatever you're doing, you must be at Barnett Fieldhouse. 6 p.m. tip, Todd. 6 p.m. Wheatley and Yates. Also, 7 p.m. on Tuesday, the Woodlands at Grand Oaks. That's for first place in that particular district. On Wednesday, Cy Ranch at Cy Springs. Again, Todd Slinkett just played a week or two ago. They're back at it with first place on the line. And last but not least, of course, on Friday, I got Westfield at Decaney. Andre Branch is doing a great job. Man, how about, of course, let me tell you something. They haven't been 4-0 in district since back when David Peavy was the coach back in 2017. Also, we got Klein Oak at Klein Collins.
All right, great stuff, great games to watch out for. Jim Hicks of RCS Sports.
When you run a business, you face opportunities and encounter challenges. Some can be quite daunting. That's why it's important to have a dependable partner that can quickly provide smart, tailored solutions to help meet any need that arises. To keep your business headed in the right direction. Stellar Bank, helping our neighbors thrive.
You'd be better off using a push broom with the energy prices these days.
Always switch to Rhythm Energy's Power Shift plan. Just shift when you blast your AC, use your laundry, or even this leaf blower to when electricity's super cheap and pile up the savings.
No shift.
Yes, shift. Rhythm has the lowest daytime energy rate in Texas. Up to 20 hours a day, man.
I think I might shift myself.
Switch to Rhythm Energy's Power Shift plan to get the lowest daytime energy rate in Texas. Go to rhythmenergy.com/shift to start saving.
Welcome back to the show, everyone, as we feel the rhythm with our Rhythm Energy electrifying plays of the week.
Lemons Ranger Malik Olajuwon, just like his dad Hakeem, can put it away. Same game against Elkins. Final seconds of the half. Jordan Ugachukwu with the rejection in the victory. Friendswood Mustangs, Keyshawn VJ Kamir. Final seconds of the half. How about that shot? He scored 37 points in the win. Stratford against Memorial. Kobe Hines. How about the crossover dribble, the step back, and he hits the three for Stratford. Late in the game, CJ Williams, alley-oop, Trent Burke, and the slam in the Stratford win. Madison Marlins, Anthony Avalos with the follow-up jam, oh my, in the win over Westbury. North Shore Mustangs, Jorge Pacheco to Sam Walker, and the rim-shaking dunk. Wow. Final seconds of the third quarter, Sam Walker, massive slam. Oh my, in the North Shore win. Your Rhythm Energy electrifying plays of the week.
All right, great rhythm as always. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Todd Freed. We'll see you next time on Academy Sports and Outdoors, H-Town High School Sports.
Hi, we're the Andersons. We switched to Rhythm Energy's Power Shift plan to get the lowest daytime energy rate in Texas. The savings?
An absolute shift load.
Pete, our daughter should hear about this shift. There's up to 20 hours a day when electricity is super cheap.
So we shifted when we run the dishwasher, do the laundry, blast the AC, and when we saw the savings, holy S-H-I...
She's 8, Pete. She can spell. Switch to Rhythm Energy's Power Shift plan to get the lowest daytime energy rate in Texas. Go to rhythmenergy.com/shift to start saving.
And shift yourself.
When you run a business, it's not always easy to get where you want to go. That's why it's good to have a dependable partner nearby. One that understands the local environment and is always ready and available to help. So your business can take off. Stellar Bank, helping our neighbors thrive.